Hey you guys, I'm Natasha Hemingway, meaningful success coach and speaker, and I help women who feel stuck in their career or their business seek their true calling by stepping out from the shadows of their fear, establishing a new foundation of faith so that they can achieve meaningful success. And I am coming to you guys real raw, straight from my car, not from my office where I usually record, but I wanted to get this message to you guys, and it's titled Shift. Because I want you to start making shifts around how you function when you experience fear. So I am actually hosting my Ambitious Women Collective program right now, and it'll go until the end of May. And then the next round will launch on May 30th, 2019. So at the end of this month, round 2 will launch on May 30th. And I want to share something with you because in this collective, it's all about helping these women go from fear to faith so that they can show up for who they are truly called to be. And so with that said, one thing that I want to encourage you guys, which I've shared with them, is that it's not, the goal is not to be fearless, because that's not realistic. Because 95% of the time, your subconscious is running your brain. It's running the show, which that means the part of your brain that you're not really aware of, but it has the ability to affect your actions and your feelings. So when you talk about your subconscious running 95% of your brain and the show, that's pretty scary, right? Because you're not even aware. But I believe when we are able to recognize when fear shows up for us, how it shows up for us, we are able to shift our perspective and our actions on how we respond. Because it's not a matter of if the fear comes, because it will. Especially when you're leveling up for big things, your goals, your visions, your dreams, or going after your calling. Things that bring you fear, things that put you in a place that's uncomfortable, things that feel uncertain. When you're going after those things and you know you're made for more, the fear is going to come regardless. It's going to come, it's going to happen. But what I want to teach you about is how do you shift and pivot to be able to take action in those moments. So one thing that I've taught them is, number one, when you experience the fear, see it, recognize it, know what it feels like for you physically, not just mentally. But what I want you to do at that point is I want you, instead of sinking in the fear and letting it just build, I want you to stop. And whatever that fear is, let's say, for example, it's you're going after building a new business. You know it's your calling, you're going after it. And the fear that comes up is, I'm not good enough. I don't have the resources. I don't know how to build this business. Instead of, when those fears come up, letting them just keep going and snowballing, what I want to challenge you to do is, I want to challenge you to ask yourself one important question. And that question is that true? And insert your name. So let's say for me, if I'm going after my business or this new business, or let's go back to when I actually was starting this new business, I had to get real quick and honest with myself and catch myself, because when you're building a new business or going after your calling, you're going to constantly be leveling up and doing things that make you feel uncomfortable, and you're having to reach new heights and level up. So the thing that I learned that has helped me so much is to ask myself, when I said, oh my gosh, how am I going to build this business? I don't have this, or I don't know how to do that. The thing that I ask myself is it true, Natasha, that you don't know how to do whatever the thing is? Is it true, Natasha, that you aren't already enough? Is it true, Natasha, that you're not capable? Whatever it is, I always stop and ask myself, is it true? And if the answer is no, or I have nothing to back up or make that lie or that fear valid, then I have no choice but to move forward and take action even through the fear. You guys, it seems so simple, but the minute that you start to catch yourself and put things in place for you to actually take action and to stop the fear from just snowballing, is the minute is that you start to make changes and you start to empower yourself on how to move forward in spite of the fear. Because like I said, the fear is going to come up regardless. It's all about what do you do when the fear shows up so that you can move yourself forward. So that's one tip I want to leave you guys with, is to stop yourself. The minute you start experiencing fear or having self-limiting beliefs or negative conversations in your head, I want you to stop yourself and ask yourself, is it true? And insert your name. If you have nothing to back that up and you have nothing to make it valid, then you have no choice but to not believe it. So just want to leave that with you guys. Thanks for following along. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Natasha Hemingway. That's with 2 M's, Natasha Hemingway. Or you can catch me over on my website at natashahemingway.com. And you can scroll down to the bottom and hit Join My Success Pack, enter your name, email, and you can follow me on my email list. Look forward to seeing you guys and talking to you the next time. Bye.